Welcome back to the Kraken Power Podcast. We're your hosts, Josko and Brandon, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking about fitness for parents. If you're busy and you're tired and you feel guilty about not exercising, congratulations, you are normal. But don't let your kids be an excuse for not at least doing the basics. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to the Kraken Power Podcast.
I just want to preface this entire podcast by saying that we are parents. I have 3 kids. You have a kid. We do know what it feels like, and we've been there. But we do also understand that, we own a gym. We've been personal trainers for most of our lives, or at least in fitness, most of our lives. So it is a little bit easier for us than the regular person. But there is a routine that you can have that can be the bare minimum for you to at least be fit as a parent without having to spend so much time in the gym or tracking your food.
Exactly. And I think that everyone, especially when getting into fitness, thinks it needs to be an all or nothing kind of thing. So if you're not able to commit 110% to your fitness, what's the point of doing it at all? And to be completely honest, when you're having a kid, you're not always able to be there 110% because, it's taking time away from your family and giving back to your child, which you should be.
Yeah, for sure. And just remember that you're not lazy. You just have decision fatigue from your kids and figuring out what they're going to wear. You have fatigue and you're just tired in general from having to wake up in the middle of the night for your crying toddler. There's so many reasons why you feel the way that you feel. And it's not that just, there's something going on in your brain and you're just a lazy person. It's just more difficult for parents to start a fitness routine or to just even stay on a fitness routine. So, back when in the day before I had kids, I used to always be like, man, I just don't get it. You could just drop your kid off at a daycare and you could just work out, But now that I have 3 kids, I do totally understand why a lot of parents do end up falling off their fitness routines. And I can definitely relate. But I mean, obviously for me, I've never stopped doing it. There have been periods where I worked out less, but because I found out what is my bare minimum that I can do to still stay on track, that's what made everything so much easier for me.
Totally. And whether you like it or not, adding exercise to your life is a stressor. And, having a child is one of the most stressful things you can do in your life. Like you mentioned, there are a lot of decisions that go on throughout the day. And it's just adding an extra stressor into your day could be something that's overloading you throughout your entire week or your day that makes you not really want to be there. But if we were to give some, basic elements of what it would be to kind of keep a fitness routine, a bare minimum, what would that be in your opinion?
I always think that the best thing that you can do is just walk. Because, there's many reasons. For one, of course, it's going to be easier for you to lose weight or maintain your weight. It's going to be just an extra little bit of cardio, an extra little bit of exercise, but it also has the potential of moving into something bigger as well. So if you're walking 10 minutes a day, it can turn into 20 minutes, it can turn into 30 minutes. And then you never know, maybe down the line, you can be like, hey, maybe now I can actually fit in a workout and go to the gym on your own, right? So that's why I really do like walking as a bare minimum protocol, because it can, the setup for it is very simple. You put on your shoes and you exit your house, and just walk and do a loop and then come back. I remember back in the day when my wife had our newborn, she would just put on her shoes and she would just take her out and just literally walk around in our block, so she can get a little bit of air and also my daughter could get a little bit of air. And it was very simple to do. You don't need anything.
And I think what you said there makes a lot of sense too, because this is something you can include your family in too. It's not even just for only yourself, even though it does benefit you. It benefits the whole family when it's going for a walk. And the funny thing is I've been doing something very similar, and it just basically starts off with me looking out the window and being like, hey, it's a really nice day out there. Let's grab some sun. So I grab my daughter, and we were talking about this before the podcast. I'll just literally just grab her and hold her as I walk around the block and back forth, look at some trees. And it's progressive overload. Week by week, she gets heavier.
Yeah.
Carry a heavier object every week.
Yeah, it's true. And the thing is also for them when they get older, it's just going to be a part of their routine. And then eventually they're going to be able, she's going to be able to walk, and then she's going to be walking with you instead of holding your hand. And it can just be part of a family routine as well. So there's many benefits to just having simple walking in your routine, even as a parent. But I would say the next best thing is focusing on protein. just as a bare minimum protocol, just focusing on protein rich meals would be like the number one thing. As soon as somebody starts focusing on just like not even eating healthier or anything, but just eating more protein, it makes their diet significantly better, you know?
100%, because that protein is going to satiate you a lot more throughout the day. It's going to inherently kind of bring down your calories for the most part, rather than filling it with just carbs and fats, but is also going to give you the substance to actually maintain that lean muscle mass, even if you're not exercising as much as you normally would. And this is going to be something that I look to integrate in my daughter's life too. Like, it's always protein forward for even her meals too.
And then the third thing that I really focusing on is my sleep. Of course, we've talked about this in so many podcasts, but the one thing that I think is a really good idea for parents, instead of just like looking at your time after your kids go to bed as like time for you to relax, which usually means like watching TV or like scrolling on your phone or something, using that time and just dimming the lights in your house all the way down and using candles to light instead. So what we did in our house is actually we got electronic candles, and because then it never runs out, and well, other than the battery, but it's really easy to just turn on at night, and then now you have it's very dim in our house, and you put on the blue light blocking glasses, and then you can just be in a very dark environment. It's going to make you sleepy, as opposed to keeping all of your lights on and like going on your phone and scrolling through your phone or like watching Netflix or something. Because the idea is like you do want that time to relax, right? And if you're watching TV and like under bright lights, it's not going to make you relax. It's going to do the exact opposite. It's going to keep you up. And that's why people end up staying up for like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1, 2 a.m. And then now you're too tired the next day to go to bed. But if let's say your kids go to bed at 9, you dim all the lights even before that at 8 o'clock, get them sleepy, right? By 10 o'clock, you're going to be too tired to be continuously scrolling on your phone, and you're going to go to bed at a reasonable time. That's like literally one of the best things to do to solve sleep issues for yourself and then also for your family as well.
Especially if you're a new parent, you know that your sleep is probably going to be a little bit more intermittent and not as long as it normally would be if you didn't have a kid. So you need to make sure that the time that you actually are sleeping is of quality, rather than trying to, fit something in by the end of the day that would ruin your actual sleep.
And what better way to do that than to have a wind down, like an actual wind down? Like it's so crazy to me that people just go from staring at their phone, like blue screen, to bed, It's like, obviously it's not working for you.
Yeah, your body thinks it's staring at the sun to being like, okay, settle down,
Yeah.
get some Z's.
Yeah, so that's one of the best things, like tips for families, just dim the lights. In fact, one of the best, like all of these tips are just for general people, but like this is a bare minimum protocol for parents. And it's such an easy way to get your kids to fall asleep and also for you to fall asleep. But yeah, those are 3 different things that you could do as a bare minimum protocol for families. Anything else that you want to throw in?
And just because this is the bare minimum doesn't mean you can't do more, but this is something that you at least just hold until you have the capacity to do more. And before you know it, you'll be back to doing a full exercise program.
Yeah.
Just like you normally did.
Or even for people who didn't have a full exercise protocol, this is like a good start,
100%.
Yeah. So this is just the bare minimum for everyone. But yeah, I hope you guys liked that episode, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.